Talking about sorry I was busy, but you was out partying, and you think I'm gonna sit here and be like, oh, okay, no. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Livy or Olivia or whatever you want to call me. It really don't matter. But if you're not new here, hey, we're gonna be doing this little cooking video though with a little bit of a twist, because guess who I got with me? Yeah, I got this strawberry margarita, and I have some lemon juice because I feel like, even though it's not a martini, I feel like it would taste like, because if y'all saw my cruise vlogs, y'all know I was on them strawberry lemon drop martinis. Bad. I love them. One of my favorite things ever. And so I was like, that's a strawberry margarita and some lemon. It might taste a little bit like it. Sue me for thinking that way. I'm sorry, but we will be trying that today. So I'm gonna pour me a little cup, and then we finna get into this cooking, all right? Okay, so we got the lemon juice. I think I wanna put the lemon juice in first. I think that's what they do. Who knows? I've never seen them make my drink for real. Hold on, let me open this. I'm gonna just put some in here. Is that too much? I don't know, we'll see. So we got about this much of the lemon juice in there, and then we're gonna take this. It smells good. It don't smell like liquor. It smells like juice. I'm pouring in there. Cup of, we're gonna just see how this one little glass does. I'm gonna get a spoon, do a little mixy mix. But other than that, we finna get started on these potatoes. So, all right, so I got these 2 potatoes. These are like 98 cents at Walmart. To be honest, I didn't know they sold like individual potatoes, but you have to buy them in a bag. But finna wash these potatoes, take these out these wish. I'm gonna take them out the package. If I can get it out the freaking package. You see me struggling, like what is going on? What's tea? What's tea? So we're gonna get started on my little story time, because I got some things I gotta tell y'all. Yeah, let's take a little quick taste of the drink, because I haven't tasted it yet, so let's try it together. Let's see. I don't taste no alcohol. Oh, she's dangerous. Oh, we'll see what happens. So I have like some experience on some dating apps. Well, really one. I only been on one dating app my whole entire time of being single. I've been single for about 2 years since my last relationship. It's actually been 2 years since April. So every single person I met on there and talked to, horror story. Horror story. Let me get into the scene. I just rinsed my potatoes, but I got on black because when I was this was like my sophomore year of college. So while I was in my sophomore year of college, halfway through I was in a relationship, then we broke up second semester. And one of my friends, she was like, oh, you should get on a dating app. She's always on a dating app. And so I was like, I don't know how I feel, but just, you know, why not? Let's just see what happens. So I downloaded Black. But once I downloaded it, I was on it for like a good, like maybe like a week or whatever. And it was fun or whatever. There was just a lot of weirdos that I was seeing on there. And I was like, grr. But then I came across this one guy, we're gonna call him AJ. And I was like, who's AJ? And we matched. And so we started texting on the app or whatever. And then, you know how it goes, ends up getting my phone number. And then we meet. The first couple times that we met up, nothing crazy. Basically, dude, I really liked him because dude was like a sugar daddy to me, basically. I'm struggling to cut this, hold on. Let me get focused. Not even under the influence and I'm already struggling, crazy. But he basically was like a sugar daddy to me. He spoiled me, gave me my money, got me food whenever I wanted, came in, picked me up, all that stuff. And so like the 3rd time that we met up, he came to my dorm and we were like having a game night or whatever. We were playing Uno, and for some reason I had asked him this question. I was like, what was your last relationship and why did it end? Something like that. I don't know the exact thing that I said, but it was something along those lines. And he basically told me that the girl that he was last with, he moved down to Texas with. They were from like a different state. I don't remember the state, but he said they moved down here together and they have apartment together. He currently still has communication with her because they share a car. Me being dumb and naive at the time, I was like 19. I was just like, he also told me that she was crazy. Like, so crazy that he was trying to get away from her and she jumped on the back of his car. Time moves on, and I knew about her in a sense, technically, but I didn't think she was still in the picture because he told me she wasn't in the picture. They only talked about when the other person was going to be taking the car or having the car. She ends up texting me like, "Are you talking to AJ?" And I was like, "Yeah, why? Who are you?" And then she explained the whole story, and I told her what he told me, and she was like, "Yeah, that's true." Like, she admitted, like, "Yeah, I'm the crazy ex." And I was like, "Oh, so you are crazy." It was like basically about to be summer or whatever when this happened, so I was kind of cool off him at that point because I was like, "Dude, I probably won't ever see you again, so it's cool." So I go back home. I'm not really talking to him, and then I get bored, and I just decided to randomly text him. Why? I don't know, but he got texted. He told me that she was officially out the picture. He showed me picture, like screenshots, proof of him telling her to leave him alone, or yeah, him telling her to leave him alone and all that. And so me being naive and dumb, I freaking believed it, and we moved on. That summer, nothing really happened, and I kind of let it be. You know, it just kind of died down. We kind of just stopped messing with each other. A whole year later, I spin the block back. Why? I don't know. But me and one of my friends, we decided to have like a night out or whatever, and we were near the area that I used to live. I was like, knowing him, he's gonna pull up. And so I texted him, and he pulled up because we wanted to go to a party, but we didn't want to go by ourselves. She wanted like a little boy toy. He has friends, so I was like, hey, bring a friend. That's how that happened. We're at a party, we're chilling, we're having like a good old dandy time. Next thing you know, it's getting late. I don't feel like driving because it was like an hour back. I didn't feel like driving back, nor does my friend feel like driving back. So we're like, okay, we'll just get a hotel. So she's staying with his friend and I stay with him. Nothing happened for real or whatever. I just kind of spent the night with him. But then you would be surprised. You would think, oh, like everything's cool. Cause I'm thinking, oh, everything's cool. Like, we finna be hanging out again because I had a good time. Like, nothing was crazy. Next day, I get a little gut feeling. Something is stirring in that gut. Text, oh girl, text her, text her, text her, text her, text her, see if she's still in the picture. Text her. And so I text her. And guess what I find out? She's still in the picture. And guess what else I find out? She's with child. Yeah, she got a baby in the belly. We get into the nitty gritty, like we're just talking. I tell her like, yeah, I was just with him like yesterday and he spent the night with me at a hotel, And basically, once she finds out that that's where he was that night, that he was with me at that hotel, she tells me about all these other girls that she found out that he's been with. And so she's giving me like a little rundown on like what he's been doing. She told me that he's been with like 6 other girls in this past month, and I was like, that's freaking crazy, ew. And then she drops the biggest thing on me. You wanna know what it was? The dude was a corn star. Potatoes and steak. Can you hear me? Potatoes, steak, and green beans. I love steak. Hello, my best friend was talking to me through her little camera thing because I'm at my best friend's house. I'm dog sitting. Mr. Benny Boo is actually right next to me. But she basically told me that he was a corn star, and it's not the type of corn star you would think. It's not the ordinary corn star. The dude was how do I censor this word? It's not even a word that I gotta censor, but I don't know if YouTube is going to let me say it. I'm gonna spell it G-A-Y, corn star, you know? And I had no idea. None whatsoever. And not only did she just tell me, but the girl sent me video proof. Yeah, it was more than one video as well. So I quite literally saw him taking it from and pushing it back. Yeah, I was bamboozled. Okay, I was quite frankly, jaw was on the floor. That's not even it. You would think, oh my gosh, him being a GAY corn star would just be the most of it. No, that wasn't even the worst part. It's also in that same breath of her telling me that he's a corn star, she also told me he's a PDF file and is also into, you know, same family relations. Yeah, she had proof to back it up too. And I was like, girlfriend, what? And so I confront dude. Mind you, I had work that next morning when I found this out. And I found this all out from like 11 to like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I had work at 7 or 8. I don't remember the time I had to go to work. But I called out that day, as you can imagine, because I was distraught. I was messed up in the head. I was messed up for a good minute. We're gonna pause on the story real quick. I'm gonna show y'all my potatoes. Ooh, here's the potato. Ooh, here's the potatoes. You want them like little cubes. And then I'm gonna season them. I'm gonna use garlic powder, salt and pepper for the potatoes. Normally I would add onion powder, but I don't have it. I thought my best friend had some, but she doesn't. One, I need to take some more of this drink or drink some more of my drink because I've been more telling my story than drinking. So let's get into it, okay? I ended up texting him like, yo, what is all this that I'm hearing? You got a baby mama? Why'd you not tell me? You was just with me like literally the day before. You don't think that's crucial information for me to know, you know? And he basically was just like trying to manipulate and lie and gaslight his way out of the situation. And it was just a whole hot mess. I ended up to help old girl because she was like, he's lying, say that he wasn't with you. I called him, we three-wayed. She screen recorded or whatever. And she did something to record the audio of him confessing like, yeah, I was with you the night before. So she could say like, no, I heard you say that he was with me and XYZ. And basically then I confronted him on the whole being a PDF file and a corn star. He basically was like, it was just a bad time in his life. And I was like, a bad time? And I told him, well, you need some healing to do. And I kind of left it at that and blocked dude. Haven't spoken to him since. But we're gonna move on to the next one. I'm gonna wash my hands and we're gonna move on from the potatoes. Okay. Actually, before we get into the next story, we're gonna go ahead and transfer my potatoes into this pan so we can put them in the oven so they can bake because these potatoes are about to be like oven baked potatoes. I gotta sneeze on. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh gosh. But these are like oven baked potatoes and we're gonna put cheese and bacon bits on them. So good, so delicious. Yes, so good. And I'm gonna probably put a little bit of oil on these two while they cook. They smell delish. I love when your seasoning just smells so good. Yes. All right, let me get the oil. Now this might not be the oil that is supposed to be used, but it's the oil that's going to be used today, okay? This is just some vegetable oil. This is what I've used for this since I made it myself. The drink is starting. I can start. I'm feeling it, okay? Just a little bit, okay? Because I'm struggling to speak English. It's crazy right now. But I've been making this since college. I love potatoes. Potatoes are one of my favorite things in the whole entire universe. So I will always make potatoes, whether it's in mashed, fried, baked, anything. I will eat them, okay? Especially if they have cheese and bacon bits on it. But basically that's what I'm gonna do. I'm putting this oil in here in the pan so we can get them in this oven until they are kind of soft. And then once they're a little soft or whatever, I can stab a fork through it. We're gonna add the cheese and bacon bits on top and let them broil. And then we're gonna pull it out and we have our potatoes. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get the green beans on the burner and start getting our steak ready to be made. And then we're gonna get into the next story. Okay, sorry, intermission. All right, so, oh, my necklace is stuck. The oven is preheating. I'm about to open my can of green beans. I got the little Great Value, nothing too special. So let me rinse the lid off. You don't want none of them outside germs on your can, okay? None of them. Now let's see if I can do this because, is it just me or do y'all struggle to, oh, I did it. Pop cans, like with a can opener. It takes me a good minute to do it, but this time was pretty easy today. Look at that. Get an open can of green beans. I'm about halfway done with my drink. I most definitely am feeling it. Am I drunk? No. Am I tipsy? And by the way, I didn't use 2 potatoes. I used one potato. I probably will save this for the morning because I realized, please, you're not that big. You don't need to. So I'm gonna get a pot, pour the green beans in there, put it on the pot, season them green beans. I mean, put it on the burner, season them green beans. And we about to get started on the steak. But the only thing that I am noticing right now, I feel like I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of things to do, but my body won't move. Yeah, I'm struggling to get the process going just a little bit, not gonna lie. But we'll get there. I know there's a lot on the camera right now. Please ignore. I'm trying to myself. But I'm about to pour these green beans in here. Startled me. That was it yelling at me, telling me the oven's ready. More green beans. Gonna get them swirling. And I'm about to go get a spatula to get them mixed with a little. Ow, I hit my toe. Oh, that hurt real bad. But seasoning, since I don't have onion powder, is gonna be the same seasoning as before. Just a little salt and pepper and garlic powder. I'm gonna let that warm up, get to a nice little boil or whatnot, and we'll get it popping. Get these potatoes in the oven. We'll check on them in a little bit. All right, the cutting board. Gonna just rinse off all the potato juices and seasoning, even though it's really not much. All right, so we're about to get the steak going. I got the New York strip steak. I don't know if it has bone in it. It don't really say, nor did I think to look, but it might have bone in it, it might not. We'll find out. And we're going to try to make these medium rare or medium well. I had these sitting out of the fridge for 20 minutes at room temperature, and I'm about to pack them dry. Get these steaks dry before I season them. But let's get started on the second story. So the next person I met was a guy, we're gonna name him D. His name was D. I met him also on Black. This was all people I met on Black. Basically, I met him my sophomore year. I meet D, come across him, and we match, and we plan to meet up. But I was like, my mindset at the time wasn't for like, oh, I'm trying to find me a man. Like that's not where I was at the time. So keep that in mind. I'm not thinking this man is about to be my boyfriend, nor did I think AJ was about to be my boyfriend either, because like I said again before, I did just get straight out of a relationship, and that relationship was like a year long. So I was just purely just doing shit, having fun, you know. I'm drunk, or I'm not drunk, but I'm tipsy. I'm basically this much done with my drink, so I'll be having moments where I need to breathe. So basically it gets to the point where we want to meet up or whatever. And he went to a college that was like not even 20 minutes away from me. And so I was like, yeah, but also plot twist, not really a plot twist, but plot twist, he ain't have a car. So every time we wanted to meet up with each other, I had to go get him. And so I went to go pick him up the first time we linked, which was cool or whatever. He came over. If I remember it correctly, our first time linking, we just went to the pool, because my apartment that I was staying in at the time or whatever was like dorm living style apartment. So I was living off campus and we had like a pool or whatever. So we went to the pool and then we like chilled in my apartment, which was cool. Like we just was chilling or whatever. And I remember he basically, again, we got on the same topic. Last relationship, his ex, same story. He thought she was freaking crazy. Mind you, I found out about the AJ situation after like him being a corn star and a PDF file, all that. I found that after I was done messing with D. So they kind of like bump into each other, but not really, because I stopped messing with AJ and then started messing with D like a couple months later, and then stopped messing with D in December, and I linked back up with AJ right before June. So like this month, what month is this? May. I linked up with him in May. So that's a little time frame for you. I don't know why I felt like that was important to the story now that I'm thinking about it, but hold on, I'm gonna watch the video because I don't know where I am in the story anymore. All right, so I remember kind of where I was before. A little update though. Bottle is finished, about to pour me another glass. Or glass is finished, about to pour me another glass. And green beans are basically done. I've officially turned the heat down or whatever, but they smell good, they're doing good. We're about to check on these potatoes. Ooh, can y'all hear that? I don't even know if I can. But update on where I am feeling. Most definitely am under the influence. Is it a full under the influence? No. Am I tipsy? Yes. Can I still function? Obviously. I'm getting this shit done. And that's what matters, okay? I'm gonna do a little mixy of these potatoes down here. I'm about to give you a little glimpse of what they're looking like. Look at them. They obviously still need to be cooked, like they're still cooking, but they're looking good. I just make sure that they're not overlapping and on top of each other so they can all cook evenly. But yeah, that's what these potatoes are looking like. And green beans, that's what they are looking like up there. Real nice, real nice. All right, they're making a drink, but where was I? I think basically in the story I was saying that he was saying that she was crazy or whatever, but that was like the most that I really heard about her. We didn't get real much further into the conversation because one, I didn't want to sit there talking about his ex all day. And we messed with each other for like a good, for I think at least since September or at least August, late August until December, we was messing with each other. He would come over, we would just chill, have fun in my dorm, and him and his friends, they would all come over to my dorm. Dude would use his food stamps for me and my friends, and he would buy us food, and I would cook it, and we would all eat, everybody. And so that's what the most that we would really do, or whatever. We would all hang out and do that type of stuff. About to pour some vegetable oil in the pan for the steak. But basically, we was messing heavily. Like I was messing with this dude. I was messing with him. And everybody knew I was messing with him. The time that we stopped messing with each other was right when we both left for school, or left to go back home for Christmas break. And I knew I wasn't coming back, and he knew he wasn't coming back because he was going to a different college, and I was just coming back home so I can regroup. When we leave college and we go back home, he goes back home to Louisiana, and I go back home to like Dallas. And me and him were still talking and communicating, and this one day, it was like late at night. I don't know what happened. I can bring up the messages or whatever, but something happened, and I ended up getting a text, y'all. Why is it his ex that he was telling me about? She texted me, and she was like, he got a girl, by the way, or something. I'm gonna put the text on the screen. She said something. This video is getting chaos. That's Benny. Benny, come here, baby. Benny, come here. Come here. You say hi to the camera. You say hi. You look at the camera. That's Benny Boo. This is the baby, my godson that I am dog sitting. My little sweet angel. Even though he's bad, he be bad. My phone's falling. His name is Benny Badass for a reason. Ain't that right, Benny? Hold on, let me take a drink. I like the other one better. She texted me telling me that he got a girlfriend. And I was like, oh, got it. I'm not doing this shit again. You got a girlfriend, I'm leaving you alone. Have fun with her. Hold on. As y'all can see, I am just pacing back and forth because I don't know what I am doing right now. Let me get myself together so I can tell the story because I'm low-key losing track of thought and I'm low-key forgetting how to cook. Give me 2 seconds. All right, so let me get back into this cooking real quick because I low-key am like blanking. The drink is most definitely in the system. And I am looking for tongs. Does my best friend have tongs? She does. They are behind me. They're right here. I'm gonna take my steak And I'm gonna take this part, the fat cap of the steak, and I'm gonna have it on the burner or have it cooking for a minute each on both sides. So this side of the fat cap and this side of the fat cap for a minute each. Love that nice sizzle. I text her back and I was like, oh, got it, or whatever, something of the sort. I said that. And then later on, like an hour or so, or maybe a couple hours later, or the next morning, dude texted me, He texted me and he was like, sorry, I got too high last night, or something of the sort. And I was like, bruh, you got too high last night that you text me that you got a girlfriend. Ain't no way in any way, like there's no way that makes sense. You got too high. You text the girl that you messing with that you got another girl. And I'm supposed to sit here, oh my gosh, you're too high. It makes so much sense. You would totally text me that and not some other girl. Please. I remember sitting there looking at that text baffled, like, did this dude just really think he was going to get away with this? It's stupid. And I was just so baffled. I was just like, there's no way that I'm about to continue talking to this. So I ended up blocking him on everything after that. And I had also like wrote him a long little nice paragraph cussing him clean out because it just felt needed and it made my soul feel way better. I'm nosy. A couple months later, I go back and I go find dude's Instagram on like, I have like a fake Instagram account that I use to stalk people. Not too much. I'm letting the steak sear on both sides for 4 minutes each. So one side 4 minutes, the other side 4 minutes. Hey y'all, so this is Editing Live, and I realized while editing that my dumb tail didn't finish the story. I don't know if it was because I was drunk or there's just a lot going on. I don't know. Never finished the story, so I'm gonna finish it right now. What I found on my other Instagram account was that they had a baby. I went through them tags. Always go through them tags. If you don't know, them tags will tell you everything you need to know. It does it every time. But I went through them tags and I saw that she had tagged him in a post and they was with a baby, and he done commented on the video or the post and was like, my little family. And I was like, family? Well, you had a family? And I also found out, because then I went to her page, I found out that she found out she was pregnant a month later. So I don't know if she was already pregnant or what, but after a month after me and him stopped talking and I got that text that she sent me that he had a girlfriend or whatever, she was with child. So yeah, that's my story, I guess. Back to the video. All right. Basically, the last story that I would tell y'all from Black, the person I was talking to basically did me the exact same way my ex did me, the person that I last dated. But what happened was, they got mad at me for questioning him every time. They basically ghosted me, which was like a couple, like 3 to 4 times that it happened, but it wasn't nothing serious. The first couple times, but the last time was serious. They ghosted me the whole entire day while they was at a freaking party called Battle of the Freaking Juices. And you think I'm gonna be okay with you at the Battle of the Freaking Juices and you not texting me all day? And then you wanna turn around and text me the next morning at 1 or 2 something in the morning talking about, sorry, I was busy, but you was out partying? And you think I'm gonna sit here and be like, oh, okay. No. I had texted them that morning at 6 something in the morning and they didn't respond. And then they were at this party from 3 until like, I don't know, God knows when. You're showing me enough that you don't wanna fucking talk to me, so I'm not about to force you to talk to me. And we're gonna add some of it's like this garlic herb butter that we're gonna add to our steak. We're gonna add that in there with that milk. And then we're gonna add some thyme. It popped me. So basically that's what happened. They weren't communicating their feelings well at all. They turned around and said they felt suffocated. They're like, remember, we are not together, X, Y, and Z. And I was like, duh, I know we're not together. We're just talking your words exactly. I'm no longer just a person you met on Black. I'm now somebody you're talking to. But yet you got a freaking problem when you checking you when you don't text me. Like, what's tea? That's basically what happened. Cut them clean off after it happened. And I was like, we not doing that.
We not doing that. I've been in a relationship like that where they don't communicate and then they want to flip the script on me. We not doing it again. Cut that shit out.
Done. The green beans are done, and the steak is just cooling off for 7 minutes, and then we can cut into. Who needs to eat 2 full steaks? Not me. But this is what it looks like. It's so pretty, so good. Can't wait to eat it. This is the plate. I have my steak, my potatoes, and my green beans. It looks so good, so delicious. I can't wait to devour. I'm about to show y'all, but I am most definitely, absolutely on the borderline of drunk and tipsy. I don't think I'm drunk yet, but I'm most definitely right there. This is where my drink is at. I'm about to finish it, and then that's probably gonna be the end of the video, because I can't do it no more. Okay, give me a second. Let me go sit down and I'll give y'all how I feel about this. Alright, y'all, so I think I'm gonna end the vlog here because I'm not even gonna lie, I'm feeling the drink a little bit more than what I was expecting. I think I'm a little bit drunk, but I've been eating my food. My pants are unbuttoned. My food is real good. I'm also struggling to get footage still because for some reason my storage still don't work, so I don't know. We gonna have to get me a camera very, very soon. That's what I'm discovering. 10 out of 10 on the steak, potatoes, and green beans. I'm finna finish this food. I'm finna watch me a little YouTube. I got me another little bit of my drink, and I'm probably gonna go to bed after this. So yeah, if you really liked, or if you enjoyed watching this video, please give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And yeah, stay tuned for the next videos. That's all I really gotta say. Bye.